Yet again, Jonathan Porterfield of Eco Cars has come up trumps in supplying us with a Renault Twizy. This is the quirkiest EV available to buy, and it won't be everyone's cup of tea. But Renault have sold over 20,000 worldwide. And one thing you can be sure of is it turns heads wherever you go. The Twizy is basic, even the doors are a factory optional extra. Weighing in at 450 kilos means even I can push it easily, but it needs to be light as it has a bone-shattering 17 brake horsepower. It just fits too. It has funky scissor doors which makes access to the front seat easy, but getting in the back is interesting, and you certainly need to be flexible to be a backseat passenger in this funky quadricycle. Charging the 6.1 kWh battery takes 3.5 hours from empty to full, using the permanently attached charging lead. You'll only find necessities in here, but it does have a heated front screen and Bluetooth. When it comes to agility and manoeuvrability, the Twizy has an excellent 6.8 metre turning circle. Whether you love it or hate it, seeing a Twizy will make you stop and stare. Storage isn't a strong point here, but somehow Renault have managed to squeeze bucket loads of fun into the Twizy.
Welcome to Orkney and welcome to the Renault Twizy. We're very fortunate to get a drive in one of these because they are very, very rare now. It's a beautiful day, so we thought there's no better place than to take this bad boy for a spin. So let's give it a go. Foot flat to the floor. 20, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 30. And I can tell you that everybody I drive past is looking. 42 miles an hour now. This is 17 brake horsepower. God, it's noisy. It's a roundabout. I've got to back off. Regen braking, not a lot, but it's got some. The motor's so small, so the regen's not going to be that massive. So then, first thing you'll notice when you jump in this bad boy, no power steering, but you don't need it. It's so light that Kate can push it. Second thing, there's no brake servo, so the brakes are rock hard, full hydraulic, no vacuum assistance, but it's so light you don't need them and it stops just fine. Handling, it's like a bloody go-kart, it really is. And actually, I quite like it, I do. You're going to have so much fun in this. 49 miles an hour now. Can we get 50? 50 miles an hour. This is fantastic. God, this island is beautiful. Can't go too far, we've only got 11 miles of range left, but we are cruising along at 50. 52. The limiter's on. I just felt the limiter then at 52. That horn sounds like it's in here.
It is.
Is it?
Technically.
Technically you're right.
It's not really an inside and an outside, is there?
No. You really do feel like you just sat on a battery with wheels. Apart from the addition of the windscreen. 52 miles an hour still. Still got 11 miles. I love this. This is a go-kart. Okay, what we can tell you is, it is cold in the back.
It is so cold. All the wind, obviously. James is quite protected by his windscreen and his side screen bits, but in the back, it's cold.
Bloody good fun though.
It is good fun. I'm looking forward to having a go. Hello. So it's my turn to have a little bit of a go in the Twizy, and something I did want to mention is the range of this car. It's rated at about 50 miles to a charge, but realistically I think you're kidding yourself, because actually you're going to be looking more about 35 to 40 on a charge, and that's if it's driven nicely. The other thing about the Twizy, okay, so the ride quality. It is a bit bumpy. It's not the most comfortable of rides, but actually this is a quadricycle, it's not a car, so you are going to get more of a feel for the road, and it's fun. And this car, quadricycle, is a 2-seater, so you can share the love with one of your very best friends, or in my case, with James. In fact, let's get him in. Let's see how he gets on in the back.
Jesus Christ.
Are we in?
Yeah, we're in.
So, James, how does it feel to get into the back of a Renault Twizy?
Yeah, it's alright, it's not too bad, Do you know, it's windy in the back, you know.
It is windy. I have to say, I was in the back when James was driving, and it is cold. It's not the warmest in the front, but in the back you get the proper full-on force of any wind that's coming through these not windows. So I think if we had one, we'd have one with windows. And we were just talking to someone actually who drives this on a regular basis, drives a Renault Twizy, and she's got a little blanket, a little granny blanket that she plugs in and puts over herself, and it keeps her nice and toasty and warm. So I would definitely be getting myself one of those if we had a Twizy.
Oh, we are having a Twizy.
Oh, we are.
The purpose of this is because we're going to buy one, and this is I've realised now, this is how I convinced Kate, just get her driving it. So
the stipulations though.
What's that then?
Windows.
It's got windows. It's got the optional extra stick-on Velcro things.
Are they stick-on Velcro?
Yeah, they go on there, and then they go down here. So John's took them out just because it's on show. But
okay,
yeah.
We're off.
This is like a fairground ride.
I think it's definitely more bumpy in the back as well. I don't know if you can feel that.
Yeah, I can definitely hear the motor in the back as well.
What is the warning light?
Just push the handbrake down a little bit.
Okay, so my foot is now flat to the floor. I don't know if you can hear the motor, but it is, like James said, it's really noisy. But much warmer in the front, I've got to say, I'm much warmer. We're now doing 40, 41, 42. My foot is absolutely at its limit. And do you know what? I take it back about the ride quality. I don't take it back, but I changed what I said. In the back, it's really, really bumpy. In the front, it's not so bad. I think you can have a lot of fun in this car.
This is wicked.
What's it like? Is it really windy?
It is quite windy, I'm quite cold, however, it's good fun.
Yeah.
On a day like this is amazing.
I think if you buy a Renault Twizy, you buy a Renault Twizy knowing that this is what you're getting, and that is it. You can be under no illusion about what you're going to get with this car. It's so basic, but it's got everything you need. I think on a hot summer's day in England as well, and particularly where it's a bit warmer, I think this would be really good fun. Just me and James cruising the streets, driving around country lanes. Because it's so small, you can get it through some tiny gaps. I mean, parking it would be amazing. If you're driving into town in it, you can just park anywhere and get it through any gap. It's brilliant.
We found that town driving massively improved the projected range, so if you could subscribe the Twizy to local journeys, it would make an excellent commuter car. With no passenger, you could make use of the rear seat as extra storage, and this will run at 2p per mile. So it's one of the most economical EVs available. Fortunately, this model has aftermarket windows that greatly reduce wind noise, slightly increase the temperature, and make the overall driving experience more pleasant. Overall, we've never had more fun in any vehicle, let alone an EV. If you want something to put a smile on your face, the Twizy is for you. And if you don't, it's worth a drive anyway, just for the fun factor.